My name is Lena Parker. I'm 24 years old, and I live in Austin, Texas. People always say friends are the family you choose, but no one warns you that sometimes the people you trust the most can be the ones who hurt you the deepest. For me, that lesson didn't come from a stranger or an enemy, but from the two people I once called my best friends. It all started 2 years ago when I met Rachel and Sophie at my first job after college. I was new to the city, nervous, and trying to figure out who I was outside the comfort of my family. They were the first ones to take me out for coffee, to laugh with me during lunch breaks, to include me in their weekend plans. Slowly, I began to believe they were more than co-workers. They were real friends, the kind of people you share secrets with, the kind you feel lucky to have. At first, everything felt perfect. We had endless late-night talks, spontaneous road trips, and inside jokes that made me feel like I finally belonged somewhere. Whenever life got tough, they were the ones cheering me up, telling me I was strong, smart, and capable. And I believed every word. I trusted them with my dreams, my fears, even the little things I never told anyone else. But what I didn't realize was that behind those smiles, something darker was growing: jealousy, competition, and betrayal that would soon shatter everything. It began in small ways. Rachel making sly comments about my clothes, Sophie joking about my accent in front of others, both of them sometimes leaving me out of conversations as if I didn't matter. I brushed it off, convincing myself they were just teasing. After all, friends do that, right? But little by little, their words started cutting deeper. One Friday evening, I overheard them whispering near the office kitchen. My name slipped out of Rachel's mouth, followed by laughter, the kind of laughter that doesn't sound friendly at all. When I walked in, they both froze, smiled awkwardly, and quickly changed the subject. My stomach knotted, but I stayed quiet. I told myself I was imagining things, but deep down, I knew something was wrong. Then came the promotion. I had been working hard for months on a big project, staying late at the office, pouring my energy into it. When my boss finally recognized me with a promotion, I was over the moon. I thought Rachel and Sophie would be happy for me, but instead, I saw something else in their eyes: bitterness. Rachel forced a smile and said, "Well, lucky you," while Sophie muttered, "Guess working late finally paid off." They congratulated me, but their words were sharp, like daggers disguised as compliments. From that day, everything changed. They stopped inviting me to their weekend plans, stopped replying to my texts quickly, and started making excuses whenever I asked to hang out. Soon after, I noticed whispers in the office. Personal things I had shared only with them, now spreading like wildfire. My heart sank as I realized my secrets weren't safe. They were weapons in their hands. One night, I decided to test them. I told Rachel about something private, a story I made up just to see what would happen. Within 2 days, I heard that exact same story being gossiped about by people who had no business knowing it. That's when the truth hit me. My so-called best friends were not just fake, they were dangerous. The final blow came at a company event. I was standing near the buffet when I overheard Rachel and Sophie talking to a group of people, laughing about me, mocking my hard work, calling me desperate for attention. I stood there frozen, my plate trembling in my hands, as every word pierced through me. In that moment, the illusion shattered completely. These weren't friends, they were enemies wearing friendly masks. That night, I went home, locked the door, and cried harder than I ever had before. Not because I lost them, but because I lost the version of myself that believed in them. I replayed every memory, every laugh, every hug, realizing they were never real. It was all fake. But here's the twist. Instead of breaking me, their betrayal became the fire that pushed me forward. I stopped chasing people who didn't value me. I stopped oversharing with those who only wanted to use my words against me. I focused on myself, my growth, and my real passions. And slowly, I found better people. Genuine friends who celebrated my wins without envy, who listened without judgment, and who stood by me without conditions. Months later, Rachel and Sophie's masks finally slipped in front of others too. They turned on each other, spreading lies and jealousy the same way they had done with me. By then, I had already moved on, stronger and wiser. Watching them fall apart didn't bring me joy. It only reminded me how toxic people eventually destroy themselves. Today, when I look back, I don't regret meeting them, because their betrayal taught me one of the hardest but most important lessons. Not everyone who calls you a friend truly is one. Some people come into your life just to teach you who not to trust. And though it hurt, I'm grateful I learned it early. So if you're listening to my story and you've ever felt betrayed, abandoned, or used by people you trusted, let me tell you this. You are not alone. Fake friends may break your heart, but they will never define your worth. Real friends are out there, waiting for you. And when you find them, you'll realize that losing the fake ones was never a loss. It was a blessing in disguise. Because sometimes, the people who pretend to be your closest friends are really just the ones holding you back from the life you deserve.